Over the last 10 years, the fire service has really become aware of the dangers that we face, carcinogens, the things that we're bringing back into the fire station, into our families, into our homes.
I'll put it plain and simple this way. I've gone to too many firefighter funerals that died of occupational cancer.
You would think that respiratory issues would be the #1 issue with cancer for a firefighter long term, but it really is reproductive cancer. It's esophageal and stomach and intestinal cancers.
We try to protect them with our gear, well then we realize the gear is part of the problem. We're not washing it enough, and that wasn't a thing. It was a badge of honor to have dirty gear and a dirty helmet, and the dirtier you were, the more you worked, right?
We've employed a concept of hot, warm, cold. The apparatus bay is what we refer to right now as the hot zone. That's where all of our equipment is. That's where it comes back after a fire.
So the warm zone is that transition area. It's no different than in our homes. If you have kids and dogs and everything else, you almost want a mud room where you can shed all the backpacks and all the muddy boots and then come into your home and avoid all that coming in.
Giving our firefighters the best opportunity to get rid of those carcinogens is what we achieved here through using the steam showers and having the decon line and having a policy and enforcing that policy that towels and dirty gear and dirty uniforms after a fire, none of that goes past the dirty laundry. It stays out in the bay and it gets washed out there.
So making sure that we spend the money on the front end to protect our firefighters as best as we can so that when they're at the station, they are as protected as we can possibly make a work environment. We don't want people to be sick. We don't want people to contract cancer. We don't want people to have cardiac arrest. So we need to put those things in place.
When I grew up in the fire station, and I've been doing this for 27 years, we would come back from a call. At night, you'd actually bring your turnout gear into your bedrooms, and your pants would be there, and you just get into your turnout gear and then you run out. Today, that is not allowed. We do not want your turnout gear in the bedrooms. That is the last place we'd want them.
We want to take every step that we can. We know we're still going to have to go into buildings that are on fire, but when that fire is over, let's give them the best opportunity to not be exposed any longer, and let's minimize that exposure so that the chances of contracting something are lessened.
I've seen so many of our past firefighters dying of Parkinson's disease, dying of cancer, and different things like that, and I don't want that for us. I don't want that for our firefighters.
It's going to take 10 to 20 years to figure out if it was actually effective for us. But if it saves someone, 2-3 people statistically from developing occupational cancer and they can actually enjoy their retirement, then it was all worth it.